As these systems evolve, as these repetitions evolve, we're trying to install deep muscle memory into every aspect of what we're trying to hear. The forward active aggression, the targeting, the neutrality to team members, the leaving equipment behind, just complete fixation on the passive target. There's so many moving parts to this, but with any tool, technique, and system, there has to be a progression. And with that progression means new pictures, new looks for the dog, and we call that generalizing. So we have to get one specific behavior done and then continue to move on and piece behaviors together. We also call that chunking. So what we're doing is creating micro behaviors. We're creating this little buffet of behaviors that we're linking together to create an entire behavior chain of the dog going in, biting with real power, real emotion, real hate, with a very, very clear mind, right? So I'm going to play this quick video about how he discusses what we call the linking of senses. Again, we create a context here, we create a picture, but we have to have a plan in place to move forward from the bark fence.
Then we create a series of events that in the beginning always leads to barking. And before biting is always barking. Why is that? Because I want the dog going into every single bite with those emotions built up first. So he's barking, those emotions are coming to life, then he goes to bite. So he's biting with real feeling and real power. Those emotions carry over into the bite. So I want to make that all he knows. Then I want to link that to what happens out on the road. How do we do that? So he gets in odor, works the scent cone, finds the guy, sees the guy, visual. You tell him to bark, he barks, and then he bites. Now, by doing that a bunch of times, we've just linked the odor, the visualization, the barking, and the biting all together. We do that over and over and over again, and now we could start removing pieces. All right, this time there's no odor. You're upwind of the guy, guy's just laying on the ground, you come up, loud, he barks, he bites. Now it's odor and there's no visualization, right? So visualization is gone. He barks and then he bites. Now all these behaviors become linked together. So when the dog starts to smell the guy, he gets in odor, the same feelings that he feels while he's barking start coming to life. I know what happens next. All these emotions come to life when I smell the guy, when I see the guy, right? So now the dog's going in to every single bite with these emotions because we've linked all these behaviors together. Every single time before he goes into bite, bark, 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 bite. Bark, 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 bite.